H2K Infosys provides world-class online IT training, staffing, and software testing solutions to customers worldwide. H2K Infosys, how we are different from our competitors. 100% job-oriented training, hands-on project work, cloud test lab, resume preparation and review, mock interviews, robust syllabus, one-time fee and lifetime access to classes, access to recorded sessions of live classes. H2K Infosys has won the trust of thousands of students worldwide. For a free demo class, visit us at h2kinfosys.com.
If you want to ensure that the statement has to be executed for sure, put it inside finally block. Control X, put it inside finally block. So when you put inside this finally block, even if exception occurs after this catch block, this will be executed for sure. So let me run this. So let me enter ABC. So I can see that only numbers are allowed. Hello, please close and open the application again. So that is the use of having finally block. So finally block, irrespective of the whether exception occurs or not, the statements inside finally block will be executed always. Will be executed always will be executed, even if exception occurs or exception doesn't occur. Okay. So let me quickly summarize on what we have discussed on exception handling. Okay. So all the statements wherever you think that we might get some exception, we might get some error, please put them inside a try block and write a catch block. You can write your own catch blocks. For example, you can write a format exception, or you can even catch overflow exception, or you can write any exception. In case if you cannot predict all the exceptions what might occur, you can add a general super exception which is catch exception. So this will catch all the exceptions. And in case if you have other exceptions as well, you have to put this catch exception at the bottom of all the catches, all the previous catches. Otherwise, if you put this at the top, this will catch all the exceptions. So you will get an error. And we have seen finally block. The use of finally block is if you want to give some messages for the user, you can actually put finally block, and when you run this, the statements inside finally block will be executed irrespective of whether the exception occurs or not. Okay. And one more thing, we have something called format exception. We have given here EX. So why we declared EX is, if you don't want to display your messages, and if you want to display .NET Framework's inbuilt message, okay, in that case what you can do is you can delete it. You can write ex.message. Okay, so for example, please try entering smaller numbers. Instead of that, if I want to see ex.message, okay, so here let me remove this and I can give here ex.message. So ex is, it will display the user saying, for example, let me try to enter very large number and see what happens. So let me run this, and now I'm entering very large number. See, now the value is either too large or too small for int32. So this is the message which .NET Framework guys have given. So in case if you want to display the message given by .NET Framework, you can actually use this ex variable. So you can actually use ex.message. But sometimes, most of the times we will not use this ex.message. We will only use our own message, because sometimes customers might not know what is int32. Why should I show this to customers? Say for example, if the customer enters like this, why should I show a message like this, int32 is too small, too large or something? So we don't want to show this type of message for the user. So user wants some very friendly messages. So in that case, you cannot use you will not use this ex. You will write your own message saying like value is too large. So you can write like this, value is too large. Try smaller numbers. Okay, so this is the use of this variable ex. Okay, so if you want to display .NET friendly messages, .NET error messages which is given inbuilt by .NET, you need to use ex.message. Or if you want to write your own message, you need to write value is whatever message you want. So also, if any exceptions occurs in one statement, in any statement, the statements below the statements Okay. Okay, so I'm getting a message from one of the students saying like my display is coming very late than my voice. So how about others? Are you able to understand properly, and is it clear? So tell me if it's clear. Okay, you are seeing a delay, is it? Okay, so okay, so my voice is coming first, and then you're seeing the. Okay, so but are you able to understand? Okay, so how many of you got this concept? Okay, okay. So just a second, just a second. So I need to check my. Okay, so let me check this. In case if the speed becomes slow, right? So then also this issue might come. Yeah, I think there is some problem with my internet. So how about voice? Okay. Okay. So looks like there is some. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So looks like there is some problem with my internet speed today. My internet speed is bit less. Okay. So okay. Okay. So what I'll do now is maybe we'll. I wanted to take for longer time. I need to restart my modem, but if I do that, there will not be anyone to make me as presenter. Okay, so if I disconnect and join back, right? So there should be someone from H2K who makes me as presenter, so it might be difficult. Okay, so I'll do one thing. So yeah, I'll do one thing. I'll make one of you as host and presenter. So when I join back, you have to make me as host and presenter again. Is that fine? I'll be joining back in within 3 minutes. I'll be joining back. I'll just restart my modem. That will actually restore the speed. Is that fine? Hello? Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll make Babita as presenter, and I'll make her as host. So in case if I cannot join back within let's take within 5 minutes. Um, so change role to I'm making presenter. in case if I cannot join back 5 minutes, so we will continue in the next class. Okay, so I'm making her presenter. Just a second. Even that is taking a lot of time. Making presenter. So Babita, like, you should not disconnect before I join, otherwise like the session will be ended. Okay, so I made you as presenter and I'll change your role to host. Okay, so now you are the host. So Babita, so what I'm doing now, I'm just disconnecting myself. I'll be joining again. So in case if you don't see me within 5 minutes, we will continue in the next class. So is it fine with all of you? Is it fine with all of you? Hello?
It's not so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm disconnecting myself, so I'll be back within 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. So now I think you'll be seeing I mean you will be seeing the screen properly, and also my voice. And see, now I just minimized Visual Studio. So what you're seeing now? Hello? Yeah. So now the speed is better. I just opened Visual Studio again. Okay. Now, so I'll again mute all of you. So okay, so now let me quickly summarize on why we need this exception handling, and then let me quickly summarize on this exception handling. So exception handling is used to catch the possible exceptions which might occur, so that users will not see any error messages, or users will not get annoyed by seeing like overflow exception, or users will not see any messages, unnecessary messages. So in that case, you will add a try block. All the statements wherever you can see the possible exceptions, add that inside a try block. And we'll add catch exception, so we can catch different types of exceptions which we have. And exception EX is a super exception, and you can actually display console.writeLine inside this catch block. You can display the exception whichever we have. Like for example, you can write your own exception value is too large, or try smaller numbers like this. And if you want to use inbuilt message which is given by Microsoft.NET, so you can use this ex.message. So when you use ex.message, so for all the exceptions, Microsoft has given its own message. So in case if you don't want to write this exception by yourself, you can use that inbuilt message. So if you want to use inbuilt message, but the inbuilt messages are a bit technical, so you can only be, that can be used by developers but not for the end customers. Okay, so for example, if I run this, okay, so if I run this, now I'm putting a breakpoint. So let me put a breakpoint in this all the three exceptions. So I'm just putting a breakpoint here for all the three exceptions. Now I'll enter a large value. So let me run this, and here I'm entering large value, very large value, and click on enter. So now exception is occurred, I mean it came here. So when I move the mouse here, I can see this ex message. So as a developer, I can see that okay, the exception which I got is value is too large or too small. So developers can use this message, ex message, so that they can actually understand about the exception. So this is specially used when you are using some when you want to understand what is the exception that occurred. Okay, so ex exception is the one which will show inbuilt message, inbuilt .NET framework message.